Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cracking open a guide to mastering our most precious resource. And no, it's not some brand new productivity app. We're actually going back, way back, about 2,000 years to the wisdom of a Roman Stoic philosopher. Let's dive right in. So, let me just ask you this right off the bat. Do you ever feel like life is just too short? I mean, we've all felt it, right? That constant rush, like you're always staring at a deadline, always feeling like you're running out of time. But what if that whole feeling, that entire idea, is just wrong? 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Seneca came out with this absolute bombshell of an idea. He argued that the problem isn't the quantity of time we're given. No, the real problem is how much of it we just throw away. It's a wild thought, isn't it? Life isn't short. We make it short. And this really shows you the two paths Seneca was talking about. On one side, you've got the life most of us live, the perceived life. It feels rushed, anxious, and way too short. But on the other side, there's this potential life, one that's intentional, meaningful, and actually feels long and full. The only difference? It's all about knowing how to use your time. So how on earth did he know all those years ago what our busiest days would feel like? Well, that brings us right here. We're looking at an ancient diagnosis for a problem that feels incredibly modern. It's almost spooky, really, how well Seneca understood our struggles with being busy and distracted. Just let this number sink in for a second. 2,000 years. This was before smartphones, before email, before the 24/7 news cycle. And even back then, people felt just as overwhelmed and distracted as we do today. This tells you something really important. This isn't a new problem. It's a human one. In fact, Seneca had a specific name for people caught in this trap. He called them the preoccupied. You know these people. They're the ones who are always busy, always moving, but their activity doesn't really have any meaning. They're just mistaking all that motion for purpose. Sound familiar? I thought it might. So what is it that turns us into the preoccupied? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Seneca didn't just point out the problem. He actually identified the culprits. He called them time thieves, the specific ways we rob ourselves of our own lives. He showed us exactly how we make our own lives feel so short. What's just incredible about this list is that it could have been written yesterday. Think about it. We act like we have forever, right? We push all our real dreams to some imaginary someday. We completely forget how fragile life is. We spend hours chasing likes and approval from other people, and we get totally lost in little distractions that won't matter at all in the long run. Every single one of these is like a hole in the bucket of our time. And Seneca does not mince words here. He calls wasting time the greatest loss. Not losing money, not losing status, losing time. And why? Well, because you can always go out and earn more money, but you can never, ever get back a single second that you've wasted. You know, think of it like this. If you lose your entire fortune, you might be able to rebuild it. If you lose your reputation, you can work to fix it. But time? Once you spend it, it is gone for good. It's the only truly non-renewable resource we have, and yet we guard it way less carefully than we guard our money. It's nuts. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem, we know who the time thieves are, but here's the good news. Seneca didn't just leave us with this depressing analysis. He gave us a prescription, a clear, actionable plan for how to take back our time and actually live a life that feels long and full of meaning. And here are his 3 core steps. First up, pursue wisdom. For Seneca, this just meant using philosophy as a tool to figure out what's actually important and what's just noise. Step 2, live intentionally. This is about grabbing the steering wheel of your own life and living for your values, not just to meet other people's expectations. And finally, and this is the big one, embrace mortality. Realizing that our time is limited is the one thing that gives every single moment its value and its urgency. And it all comes back to this one single idea. This is the heart of it all. The length of your life isn't just about the number of years you're alive. It's a measure of how well you used the years you had. You have the power to make your life long. So what's the final verdict? What's the bottom line from this 2,000-year-old piece of wisdom? What's the one thing that we absolutely have to protect above everything else? It's really this simple. Time is our most valuable possession. It's worth more than our career, more than our money, more than anything else we could possibly chase. It is the raw material of life itself. So I'm going to leave you with this question to really think about. If you woke up tomorrow and every single minute of your day was a form of currency, a currency you could spend but never earn back, how would you spend it differently? What would you buy? What would you save? And what would you finally stop wasting it on?